Y'all know this guy, right? Just in case you don't, which is perfectly fine with me, Rainbow Friends is a Roblox mod, scary new character, whatever, that actually joins games like Poppy Playtime in the form of a nice little friendly yet terrifying monster once again. That is the reason you clicked here. I actually just rounded up a list of 15 Rainbow Monster games amongst about 500 or something games with the same name, all of which released for the past couple of months. Let's take a look. Alright guys, now at number 1, from a little over a month ago, and technically this is actually where this whole thing became a thing on cell phones, we've got Rainbow Craft Hide and Seek, just a survival horror game and what you'd probably get if you'd mixed Minecraft with some Friday the 13th. I mean, the concept, however, like you get to play as the hunter or the one that gets to hide and survive. It's a pretty fun little game about super annoying when it comes to ads, like it's got infinite ads. So if you could get past that, this is actually a pretty good game. Anyway, moving on. Coming up behind that, I'm not sure if it's the same developers, but at number 2 it's something called Rainbow Friends Rope Game. Now I'm pretty sure at some point in your life you've come across one of these rope games, or at least heard of or got a glimpse of. If not, however, this is just an open world concept of ability-based, Spider-Man inspired mod and a Grand Theft Auto mix, except this time you get to play as the Rainbow Monster himself with its own unique abilities or whatever. Just check it out, this one's also got a pretty ton of ads, so you might want to consider that. Now, FNF Rainbow Friend and Fin mod at number 3 is actually sitting on the Play Store with a 4.6 score out of 5 and over 100,000 downloads ever since like June this year. Technically speaking, this was actually the first Rainbow Friend mobile game that came out on mobile devices this year, and it's actually one of the best ones too, specifically if you are into rhythm-based games. It is free, it's got some reasonable ads and not scary at all. Alright guys, at number 4 we've got something called Survival in Rainbow Monster. That's actually from a week ago. This is technically just Among Us, as you'd suspected from the trailer, except in this game, you play as a child who has been kidnapped during a school trip, and now you get to survive 5 nights, specifically in a strange place around Rainbow Monster. This game is free, it's got some occasional ads, it's actually pretty fine. It is very fun in nature and online multiplayer specifically, and since release actually downloaded over a week ago, less than a week ago, it is downloaded over 1 million times, which is honestly, in my opinion, pretty mind-blowing. Now, Rainbow Rangers Hide and Seek at number 5 is precisely just Rainbow Craft. I mean, the first game we talked about today, but it actually comes in a top-down format. Like, in nature, it's an online and very intense game, but it is pretty much minimalized and in a pretty smart way. That actually works. Personally, it actually reminds me of a little bit of Fall Guys. It's not that, however, but this is actually one of the most underrated games when it comes to Rainbow Monster. Like, it's actually downloaded only 10,000 times, but it is all the way free. Sitting on the Play Store since barely 2 months ago with over 10 million downloads ever since release, well, technically as the most downloaded game in the whole Rainbow IP thing, we have at number 6 something called Stick Hero Tower Defense. I mean, guys, have you ever seen that YouTube ad with the small little dude knight thing in the tower and it keeps leveling up, fighting things or whatever, and then there's a naked lady or whatever? Well, this is exactly that, except you level up as stick heroes that seem to be rainbow monsters. Just, this was a quick honorable mention. The game's a tower defense, so if you're into that, you might want to give this one a shot. It's actually quite good. Rainbow Monsters Scooter Taxi, on the other hand, is it's a Subway Surf inspired just running game, albeit with a slight twist, where you get to avoid obstacles, of course, and then you get to collect more characters on top of your head and make it through the end. This game has been around for a month, it takes you less than 100 megabytes of space, it's free, and it's actually the most fast-paced Rainbow game of all there is right now. So if that's your thing, give this one a shot. Monster Horde Hide and Seek at number 8. Well, I'm not really sure if I have ever come across this particular genre, but I'm pretty sure there is such. It's a bit of a fun little action, stealth, and puzzle game where your goal is to turn all the people in this specific maze thing into monsters. Hell, you can even mix different body parts of characters like Huggy Wuggy, Siren Head, and whatnot, and get to be even more scary and whatever. Check it out, this game's actually less than 60 megabytes of space. It's quite good. Not very often, I do believe this, we get such rating on the Play Store specifically for this type of game. But at number 9, we've got Merge Monster Rainbow Friends. This is from a little over a month ago, which is, as you can see, just a Merge typical game. And it is one of the most varied in content Merge games there is right now, hence the rating, the 4.7. This game is downloaded over 1 million times and it takes you less than 100 megabytes of space. It's not bad at all. Coming up behind that, just a quick mention in case you are a Merge maniac. We've got Imposter versus Rainbow Ranger, or whatever the title you see up there. Technically a Merge game, but here you get to create your imposter thing, Rainbow Monster, and get to smash your enemies all around in an arena-based aesthetic. This game's actually from a very well-known Merge game developer, and it's quite fine-tuned and pretty fun in nature too, if you're into Merge games, however. Moving on. Next up, we've got Flix, something called Flix Flight. This is also an arena-based, kind of physics-based platformer where you're into, well, not really to scare anyone or anything, but eat, grow bigger, and just push other people out into the water, whatever that is. It's a pretty fun little game in nature. It's free. It's actually quite fun and bug-free as well. Been around for a while, and it'll take you for 112 megabytes of space. So yeah. Now, just to be absolutely sure you've had enough of Merge games I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, we've got Merge Fusion, which is, wait a minute, it's a totally different type of Merge game, more like a real-time strategy, arena-based fighting game, in case you're into strategy stuff, and the perfect game with just one huge problem. It's got nothing but ads. Just find a way to get rid of the ads if there is a way, and you'll be quite happy with this game because it's got a pretty good replay value and it is less than 50 megabytes of space. It's good. It's good. At number 13, as once again one of the more underrated Rainbow Monster games of last month, we've got Craft Rainbow Friends Blue Box, which is technically a hide and seek survival game, once again, except you've got something to do here. Like, you have to find certain boxes with the same color and avoid monsters that are gonna pop up from random boxes. It's a pretty intense game. It's only 50 megabytes and it is downloaded over 100,000 times since release, which is about a month and a half ago. Number 14, we've got Rainbow Monster Blue Survival. This is one of the more classic type of puzzle games, but nothing boring, as it actually has some pretty unique and smart puzzles to sink your teeth into, if puzzles are your thing. I mean, besides the puzzle thing though, however, this game is mainly a survival, where you have to grab pack stuff and eventually escape the rainbow monster. Just check it out, it is very high in replay value, and it's been around list for less than a week right now. Alright guys, last but not least, we've got Grab Pack Blue Rainbow Friends. This is actually the old typical cut the rope logic puzzle game, albeit with, mixed in some horror game elements, where actually like the previous game, you're technically outsmarting monsters like Huggy Wuggy, Rainbow, Longleg, and eventually get to escape them, whatever. Check it out. Game's also less than 50 megabytes of space and has some occasional ads, but nothing crazy. It's okay.